Hi, and welcome to your day one of your 21-day journey to a mindful living. I'm Carol, and I'm so happy to have you here with me. All right, let's start. To start your practice today, I'd like you to take 3 deep breaths to ground yourself. Hopefully, you made a nice space around you. If you're at home, at the office, just maybe you have some incense, maybe essential oils, just anything that will make this space at this moment feel peaceful for yourself. So gently placing one hand on the belly and one hand on your chest. Long inhales and exhales. Breathing in calm. And with every exhale, letting go of anything that doesn't serve you. Deep breath. We're going to repeat today's affirmation. So hopefully you already went to your journal, and your day one affirmation is, I open my heart to love and gratitude. I open my heart to love and gratitude. What does it feel like to internalize those words? And also to start your practice with that gratitude feeling, bring into your mind a person, a place, or anything you feel very grateful for. Can you really embrace that feeling? Gently we start to move the body. We inhale, lengthen hands overhead. And exhale, right hand comes down to the mat. Exhale down. I'm going to be mirroring you. Inhale up. And exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, hands behind. Interlace the fingers, look up, open your heart. And exhale, forward fold. And inhale up. Release the hands to the knees and gently exhale, bring the chin down. Inhale, head back. And exhale down. Inhale back to center. Circles with the shoulders up and back. Noticing how the body's feeling. Every time in my classes, I like to repeat that your yoga practice is a moving mindfulness meditation. Other direction, open fold. Gently stay here. We release and lengthen the legs in front, taking that first forward fold. You start to notice how tight the legs feel. Can we try to keep heels, toes together? And exhale, allowing the head to be as heavy as it is. Inhale, come back. Now we open the legs as wide as we can. Start little pulses back and forth. Again, with every breath, noticing the mind. Is the mind present in the moment? Inhale back, walk the hands to the right. Maybe you find the toes or the ankles. And other side. Inhale back to center. Hug the knees to the chest and find your tabletop position. This is our tabletop. So you start to notice here your body alignment. Are the wrists under the shoulders or the knees under the hips? Inhale, cat-cows. We lengthen the spine, look up, open your heart. Exhale, round. Inhale up. And exhale, round. Once more, inhale. And exhale. Back to center. We send the fingers to face the edges of the mat, your thumbs face up, and we move left and right. Continue to notice the breath. It's so beautiful when you really breathe with purpose, when you're really aware of your breath. It's so easy to just breathe automatically since the moment we wake up. So this moment, this yoga practice is giving you permission, allowing yourself to breathe. Back to center, fingers now go inward, thumbs to the edges, move back and forth. The closer to the body the hands are, the more gentle the stretch. The farther away, the deeper the stretch is. So again, noticing how that feels. Inhale gently back to center. You're gonna lengthen the left leg to the side, start moving back and forth. Again, keep noticing. Our thinking mind loves to keep busy, and I know I repeat that a lot, but I really put a lot of attention on the meditation part of this yoga practice. Meditation means to become familiar with this moment. How is the body feeling? Back to center. So the left leg is lengthened, opposite hand, right hand now opens up. And we exhale, thread the needle, rest the shoulder, the head down, lengthen the left hand in front. Here, 3 breaths. Gently, left hand comes back close to the face to help you push yourself back. Open right hand up and exhale down. Bring the leg in. Other side, right leg to the side, moving back and forth. You can also notice if one side of the body feels tighter than the other side. Our right side is our masculine side connected to the sun. Our left side is our feminine side connected to the moon. Inhale, center, left hand opens. And exhale, thread the needle, rest the shoulder down, head down. Right hand can stay close to the face or lengthen in front. 3 breaths. Inhale, that right head comes back to the face, open up. And exhale, back down. Bring the leg in, get ready for your first downward facing dog. Hands come past the shoulders, tuck the toes, hips open back. You're lengthening the spine. Allow the head to be as heavy as it is. Notice body alignment and my feet hip distance apart. You can paddle the feet, your first downward facing dog of today. Notice the hands. Are you equally distributing the weight between the hands? Release any tension on the shoulders. Can you say yes and no? Inhale, look at the top of the mat, walk the feet. Little steps at first. Inhale, half lift. Look forward, open your heart to the horizon. And exhale, active forward fold, head as heavy as it is. We want to try to close the gap between that forehead and the shins, the knees. The more you practice, the easier it becomes. If you're very tight, that's okay. You can micro bend the knees. And inhale, hands overhead. Lengthen hands overhead. And exhale, hands to heart center. Let's tap back into today's affirmation. I open my heart to love and gratitude. So we're gonna get ready to take our first sun salutation. As you saw in your day one journal, we always start any yoga training learning about sun salutation. So these are the most important ones. I really would love if you can memorize the sequence of your sun salutations. Or they're in Sanskrit, Surya and Namaskar A. So there's two of them. We have a sun salutation A and a sun salutation B. So today we're going to focus on sun salutation A. You are matching your breaths with your movements. So again, first we take a deep inhale, hands overhead. Second movement, you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, look forward. Flat back. Exhale, hands down. Again, micro bend the knees if you need to step back to your plank. We start to engage that core. Navel draws into the spine when you exhale. On your plank, again, notice alignment, feet hip distance apart, wrists under the shoulders. If you like to micro bend the knuckles to help with this, holding the weight really helps. You lengthen. There's another inhale here. When the hands come, the shoulders come past the wrists. Notice the toes, you can come forward. So you can always try your first chaturanga, see how that feels. So you take an inhale past the wrist, look at the elbows, they go inward to hug the rib cage, and then you untuck the toes to up dog. Open your heart, shoulders away from the ears, and exhale, downward facing dog. So we also have a variation, again, keeping very honest with your body. If you know, and that's okay without judgment, if you know the arms are not strong enough to take that chaturanga, you come from your plank to a variation, to Ashtangasana. So knees come down into the mat, the same as your tabletop. Instead, you come, inhale past the wrist. Again, notice the elbows are going in, they're not going out. Sometimes this happens and you're not aware of that. So keeping the elbows in, exhale down. Instead of up dog, you come to a cobra. For cobra, our hips are on the mat, hug that rib cage. And again, exhale, downward facing dog. Long breath. Knees down, hips back, child's pose, breathe. With every inhale, again, remind yourself to welcome a feeling of calm, of peace, of ease. To keep the body awareness, how are your legs feeling? How are your knees feeling? How are your hips? How are the shoulders? Inhale, come back, tabletop position. Cat cows, lengthen loop up. Exhale, round. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, center. Back to that downward facing dog. Engage the core, hips up and back. Again, looking at the top of the mat, little steps. So if you look at your mat, you can find a midline. There's always like an imaginary line. Some mats actually have a line in the middle. Try to keep the feet close to that midline, little steps, engaging the core. When you're really engaging the core, the navel draws into the spine. Inhale, half lift, look forward, open your heart to the horizon. Exhale down, inhale up. Tadasana, mountain pose. Notice your body. Are your feet together? Are you equally distributing the weight between your feet? Grounding yourself with every inhale. Let's move to that sun salutation again. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, hands flat, step back plank. Engage your core. Inhale, chaturanga. Exhale, inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. You can always move slower with your breath or faster. We're gonna reach the right leg back, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, point the knee up to the sky to open the hips. Exhale down. Other side, inhale. Bend the knee, open. And exhale down. Gently, you can stay in your downward facing dog or knees down, hips back, child's pose. Breathe. Connecting with your breath. Inhale, gently come back, downward facing dog. We're going to move to that sun salutation once more, and then we start to cool down. Inhale, look at the top of the mat, walk the feet. Half lift, look forward, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale all the way up. Hands overhead. Every time you reach your mountain pose, you check in with yourself. Has your mind drifted away into thought, or are you still present in the breath? Every time the mind drifts away into thought, come back to your breath. You can always return home to yourself. Again, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, down. Inhale, half lift, look forward. Exhale, hands down, step back, plank. In here, you can also choose, maybe if you're feeling like you want to find more in your practice, you can stay here. I always love to give everybody the choice to hold a plank for as long as they like. 5 breaths, 10 breaths. I repeat this in every one of my classes. The world record for a woman holding a plank is actually 4 hours and a half, and a man is about over 8 hours. So up to you to stay here on your plank before you start cooling down. Again, take that chaturanga or ashtangasana. Inhale, exhale, inhale up, and exhale, downward facing dog. Next, we're gonna find Dandasana, seated staff pose. Whichever way is easier for you to get here. Again, maybe you like to move the flesh from the sit bones. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, forward fold, find your toes. Again, head as heavy as it is. Inhale, come back, hug the knees to the chest. And exhale, down. Swing side to side, noticing how the body is feeling. And exhale, so the feet together, finding that supine butterfly. Stay here. Maybe you like to keep the hands on the hips. One hand on the belly, one hand on the chest. Long breaths. Come back to today's affirmation. I open my heart to love and gratitude. Inhale, hug the legs in. Exhale, bring both knees to the left. Look to the right over that shoulder. Inhale, center, and exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, soles of the feet find the mat, hips come up, gentle bridge. Notice hands can stay flat, find the ankles, support the hips, or lengthen overhead, whatever feels good here. Exhale, down. We're coming into the last pose of our practice, our Shavasana, our resting pose. Inhale, hug the knees, bring the forehead close to the knees to squeeze the whole body in. And exhale, rest on your mat. Allowing the body to be as heavy as it is. Giving yourself permission to just be. Relax the toes, the legs, the hips, the belly, the shoulders. Relax your arms, the fingers. Relaxing your jaw, relaxing your forehead. Your whole yoga flow is preparing you for this moment. All the asanas that we did were preparing you for this moment, for this shavasana, for this stillness. Keep noticing the mind. Has the mind drifted away into thoughts? Can you return home to yourself, to your breath? You're reminding yourself to be here. You can't be here if the mind is in the past, and you can't be here if the mind is in the future. So if you're here, be here. And also knowing that the past and the future actually live only in your mind. You are here, this present moment. I'd like you to give yourself permission to stay in this shavasana for as long as you like. You can keep your eyes closed. Gently placing one hand on the belly, one hand on the chest. I'd like you to set your intention for the next 21 days. What are your goals? What would you like to achieve? It's a consistency. It's a keeping your word to yourself. How many times we make promises to ourselves and sadly we let ourselves down. So maybe you want to keep this consistency, this promise to yourself that you will do this every day, that you will find the space. Maybe it's wanting your body to become more flexible, stronger, which will happen, again, if you keep the consistency and showing up to yourself. So whatever this intention is for the 21 days, I'd like you to set that intention right now as you breathe in your shavasana. Once more, repeat today's affirmation. I open my heart to love and gratitude. Again, you can stay here for as long as you like. I'd like you to gently make little fists with the hands. Bring any self-doubt, any worry, any stress, any anxiety into your mind as you gently squeeze the whole body in. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And exhale, letting go of anything that doesn't serve you. Wiggle the toes, the fingers. Thank you so much for practicing with me today, and I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.